This is Brett Vatesby in the video here, and today it's time for a super awesome, fun video here today. This video is going to be a little bit different from the ones that I normally do, but I figured I'd do this video because it's fun, and this is actually like something I figured I'd show people because I have so much New York Islanders merchandise. So if you guys are sports fans, the New York Islanders, they're an NHL team, so they're a hockey team, and you can see they're on that poster back there as well in the Eastern Conference. And that's actually a pretty old poster. That's from the 2012 NHL season, so it's a little bit outdated. Because Winnipeg's actually in the Eastern Conference, or excuse me, Winnipeg's in the Western Conference now. They were in the Eastern originally because the old team they took over was in that conference. And then now there's also a new NHL team in the Western Conference, the Vegas Golden Knights. So there's actually more teams now. But anyways, this video is about the New York Islanders. And I've got so much cool merchandise, and even if, definitely if you're a sports fan, you're not going to want to miss some of this stuff. I actually have all of it back here, and I'll be explaining it to you guys. And I also got like some hockey cards, and I've got so much cool, amazing stuff that's super awesome. Intro, let us go. I've started making my intro shorter. I get too excited, toaster strudels, I know. So first things first, I'll start off with this item right here. I'm actually going to put this down. This right here is a Stanley Cup pencil sharpener, and I actually got this when I was in elementary school, so quite a long time ago. So it looks just like this. It doesn't have any team on it at all. It's just a general item, and you can see there's a little hole on the bottom. So I've got a pencil right here, and it's already pretty sharp, but I'll demonstrate to you guys anyways. So it's just like this, and then you put it inside. You can actually sharpen your pencil. Just like this, and then now it's super sharp. Look at that. So it was already pretty sharp before I started sharpening it, but now you got a better pencil to write stuff with when you're in school. And this is a really cool item. I don't use it very much anymore. It just kind of sits around and it's kind of funny. So really cool item. Stanley Cup pencil sharpener. And then the next thing, I guess I'll show right here. So this is actually a pretty old collector's item. They used to sell these like 18 years ago or something around that time in cases of beer. So the Labatt Stanley Cup series. So I've got the New York Islanders Stanley Cup. It looks just like this. I also have a Carolina Hurricanes one. Those are the only two that I have, is the New York Islanders and the Carolina Hurricanes. So it looks just like this. Nice cool replica of a Stanley Cup. It's miniature, of course. So, and this is pretty cool. The Islanders won 4 Stanley Cups in the early 80s, but they also made these products for teams that didn't win before. So like Florida, Minnesota Wild, and teams like the Nashville Predators. And I actually got this one from a flea market, probably around like 6 years ago. It's like 2012, 2011 maybe, like 7 years ago. Because I saw this at a flea market, and I was like, well, I already have a bunch of New York Islanders stuff, so I might as well get this too. And it makes sense because they've won Stanley Cups before too. So that's pretty cool. With that Stanley Cup, I'll leave that right there. And then the next thing right here, I actually got this a long time ago. I got this, oh my goodness, like 13 years ago when I was watching one of my best friend's hockey games in a local arena in my city. So I got this from one of those dollar machines. So you have like a dollar coin and you put it inside, you turn the dial, and you get like a cool little toy. And it's a New York Islanders poker chip. So it looks just like this, New York Islanders poker chip. Then on the back, there's a little superhero guy. Looks just like this. So yeah, it's really cool. I got this a long time ago and it's been kicking around in my bottom drawer for quite a while, but it's a really cool little collector's item. So you can play poker one night with your friends or something, and you can, go all in on the New York Islanders. Super awesome, man. The Isles. So the next thing, my New York Islanders t-shirt. This is actually a unisex shirt, and I got this as a gift for Christmas around 5 years ago from my cousin. She used to live in Toronto, and she worked at the NHLPA. And she went to the gift shop and she got me like a bunch of cool stuff for Christmas one year, which is pretty cool. She got me this New York Islanders t-shirt, and I also got a Colorado Avalanche game puck, which is pretty cool. And she didn't even know like which teams I liked. Like she just went in there and bought me like a bunch of random stuff. And I'm like, oh perfect, the Islanders. I already have like mostly all of their stuff anyways. So that was pretty funny, I remember. And pretty awesome. Like I remember like her whole family went to go and like see the Stanley Cup and everything. And they went to the Hockey Hall of Fame and saw like all the trophies that they hand out to players and stuff. So that was pretty awesome. And recently she works somewhere else now. So she's like moved on. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it was super awesome. I was happy to get like this t-shirt. And I soon hope to get another shirt as well. Another New York Islanders t-shirt pretty soon. So I don't spend a lot on NHL stuff because it's kind of expensive, but I'm always excited to get it as a gift or something. So that's pretty awesome. My New York Islanders t-shirt. And I'll show you who's on the back of it right now. With John Tavares on the back, the captain of the New York Islanders. Which is actually kind of funny, guys, because I remember one of my old best friends used to play ice hockey. And John Tavares was like his favorite player when he was in the juniors. John Tavares played for the Oshawa Generals in the Ontario Hockey League before he was in the NHL. And my best friend actually went to go and meet him. And he went into like the Oshawa Generals locker room and he got to like get pictures in front of his cubby and everything, which was pretty cool. Which is kind of funny because I always remember my best friend really liked John Tavares, so it's kind of funny. So anyways, yeah, super awesome shirt. And good hockey player as well. You know, I like a lot of the players the Islanders have, so they've really become my favorite team, so that's pretty cool. So I have so much of their stuff that I can't stay away from, so it's destined to be. So the next thing, so the New York Islanders baseball hat. So it looks just like this, and they actually used to sell these once again in those little dollar machines. Just like the poker chip that I got, and also just like this NHL mug that I'll show you guys in a second. So, the New York Islanders baseball cap. And I got this probably 8 years ago, like 2010 or something like that, from one of those little dollar machines from the mall in my city. And I only ever bought one of them, and guess which team I got? The New York Islanders toaster strudels. They're definitely my favorite team. And you can put it like on your keys, so it's a little keychain. You can put it on your keys for like home or work or something, and kind of dangles around on your keychain, so that's pretty cool. New York Islanders, blue and orange baseball cap. And then the next thing, so this is actually another pretty old series of little knickknacks and stuff, the NHL mugs. So they're like ceramic white mugs. And I got the New York Islanders one right here. So the Islanders on the front, and then the Islanders on the back as well. Just like that. So pretty cool. I used to have a whole bunch of these, I remember, a long time ago. And I used to fill them up with water, and I would just like drink them, which is pretty funny. Because I remember one time I was at one of my grandparents' houses a long time ago. And they were like drinking a coffee in the morning, and they, I had like 12 of them like lined up of these little ceramic NHL mugs. And like they would just fill them up with coffee, and then I would just like drink them all. Be like, yep, I'm fully caffeinated now. No. Yep. So this is another pretty old series, just like the Labatt Stanley Cups. And I have like another 14 of these in my closet back there from a long time ago. Like I got a whole bunch of them because I remember the bowling alley I used to go to in my city. They had one of those little dollar machines you could actually buy these in. So I would just go there with like $13 in Canadian loonies, and I would just buy like a whole bunch of them, I remember, which is pretty funny. So I got the Washington Capitals, I got the Islanders. I don't even remember. It's been so long since I've seen them. I think I got the Rangers, I got the Canadiens, I got the Leafs, I got the Oilers, I got like everybody, these little ceramic cups. But the most important team I have is the Islanders. Yeah, the Islanders are definitely my favorite NHL team, just from all the stuff that I've collected for the team, which is pretty funny, because I really don't have a favorite NHL team. Even growing up, I didn't really have a favorite team. Like, I sort of had little stints of liking different teams. Like, I remember I used to like the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, and then I liked the Minnesota Wild for 1 year, and then I liked the Oilers back when they were better, like the 2000s. And yeah, I've never really had a favorite team, though. I definitely say right now it's the Islanders, probably for a long time. And I definitely think, they're a recognizable team. They've been around for a long time, and they've won championships. And they have Yaroslav Halak, the goaltender, Their goaltender is Yaroslav Halak. I always remember Halak when he played for the Canadiens. That one good Stanley Cup playoff year they had in like 2010, where he basically brought them to like the conference finals and they almost won, but they lost to the Philadelphia Flyers. So that was pretty funny. Or it wasn't funny, but I mean it kind of sucked. But yeah, Halak was so good when he played for the Canadiens. I'll always remember him for that one playoff year where he played really well. They're like, oh, we have Carey Price. We don't need this guy. See ya. You know, it's kind of funny. But so this next thing, I actually forgot I even had this, but I just found it in my bottom drawer before I started this video, and I got it like probably like 10 years ago or something like that. And that is my New York Islanders tattoo. So it's a basic tattoo just like that with the New York Islanders logo on it, the basic logo. And then on the back it says Badge of Honor and how to put it on and everything. So maybe pretty soon I'll use my New York Islanders Badge of Honor. I'll probably keep it because it looks really cool. So that's pretty awesome. So my New York Islanders tattoo, just like that. My New York Islanders hockey cards, I'll pick out the ones that I think are the most interesting. So I've got 9, I can't even count. So 9, 18, 1, 2, 9, 20. So that's 9, 18, 27, 27. I got 30. So I've got 36 New York Islanders hockey cards here. I'll pick out the ones that I think are interesting. So Marc-Andre Bergeron, he actually used to play for the Edmonton Oilers. Then he got traded to the Islanders. Bergeron. Another interesting card, I actually got this from McDonald's quite a few years ago. The old Islanders goaltender Rick DiPietro. This is a McDonald's card, a really nice one. And I only ever got like, I think 6 or 7 McDonald's cards, and this was one of them, Rick DiPietro. They actually signed him a long time ago to like a 10-year deal or something, and then they ended up buying him out, so. I've got a couple of him. I've got another DiPietro right here. Might as well show you guys. Rick DiPietro right there as well. I've also got, Bill Guerin, that's a pretty old one. Oh, here's an interesting one right here. This is old school Toaster Strudels. Glenn Healy. He used to play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. There you can see him with the New York Islanders. Really old school. Glenn Healy. Who else do we got here? No one else that's really interesting there. Dwayne Rollison when he played for the Islanders, that was pretty interesting. Miroslav Shatan. Oh yeah, here we go. There's a couple of good ones on this page. John Tavares, the captain right now. Here's a good look at him when he wasn't the captain. So this is a 2011 card because I haven't really recently collected any new ones since like the 2012 season was like the last time I collected hockey cards, guys. So it's been a long time. So I have so many of them. I have like 1,000. Like every time I've tried to count them, I've lost count. So I couldn't even tell you an exact number. There's a John Tavares from 2011. And then here's another interesting one. This is actually Ryan Smith, who retired with the Edmonton Oilers. Really good Oilers player. Here's a good look at him when he played for the Islanders. He got traded to the New York Islanders, and then I believe he was also traded to the Colorado Avalanche, because I have a Smith with the Avalanche as well as multiple ones with the Oilers. And then here's a really interesting one here, in my opinion. This is a great NHL player right here. Here's a good look at him when he was the captain of the New York Islanders. This is Alexei Yashin right here. Alexei Yashin when he was the captain of the New York Islanders. I'll always also remember him playing for the Ottawa Senators. He was drafted by the Ottawa Senators. Alexei Yashin. It's pretty crazy, like all these little things that I get with the Islanders, like tattoos, poker chips, like hockey cards and mugs and stuff. Stanley Cups, like everything you could almost think of. Shirts, like. Thank you guys so much for watching my video here today on all of my New York Islanders collection merchandise. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video here today. My favorite NHL team is the New York Islanders. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video here today. I had so much fun doing this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys again soon.